Good morning everybody, welcome into the new week. The week beginning the 21st of March 2022. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy and this is your morning message tarot reading. Okay, so we've got some astrology today. So the moon is going to be all day in Scorpio. It's going to form a square to Mars and to Venus and an opposition to Uranus. So, we could be having trouble with our relationships. There could be a bit off and just not able to get a grip with them. Could find yourself in a bit of an emotional quagmire around relationships. And there could be unexpected shocks and surprises. Maybe, you learn something that you wasn't expected. With it being oppositions and squares, it can all be quite a little bit difficult. There can be difficulties. They're not the lovely aspects. Okay, so while we're sort of in the emotional quagmire of Scorpio, it could sort of be a bit difficult. So, but then we've also got Mercury is going to conjunct Jupiter, so think big and dream big, although that might actually have a knock-on effect with some of the moon energies. That you might be thinking too big. It's finding that balance, not making mountains over molehills. Oh my God, what is going on this morning? So yeah, it's sort of Mercury, the planet of the mind and everything, with Jupiter that wants to expand everything and make everything bigger. Think big, dream big, but don't make mountains out of molehills, especially in your relationships. Okay, and then Mars is going to form a sextile to Chiron. So we could be really inspired to work on ourselves and to do some self-healing. So if you're finding difficulties in your relationships, come back to yourself and have a look. Instead of projecting out onto everybody else, come back to yourself and have a look at what's going on inside for you. So that's the astrology. With that being said, let's pull some cards and see what the energies for today have to tell us. So we've got the Work Your Light deck first of all, to get the general themes of the day. So what do we need to know for today, the 21st of March 2022? Messages from Spirit please for the collective. Okay, how can we navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? And what help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give us with that navigation? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. What do we need to know? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we've got Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Okay, so where do you need to dream big? And then we've got the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Carrying on from yesterday's energy, which was all about nurturing and love, connected to the higher self, and the Empress energies. So yeah, and Mars sextile Chiron. And then we've got the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So sometimes as sort of we're healing and we come across problems and things, we do think that the universe is against us. But this card is about when we open up to our vulnerabilities, when we open our heart and we start to bloom and blossom, we can see how we're in union with the universe, with spirit, with the divine, with our higher selves, and how it's all working beautifully for us. Okay, so if you are feeling vulnerable and unsure of yourselves, then look at how you can nurture yourself. Maybe meditate and journey to lovely, loving places and realms in your mind to help. Okay, so it's Monday. We're going to use the Mystic Mondays deck. So let's see what they have to say for the day. So what do we need to know for today? These cards are really, really thick. Really good stock, but they can be a bit of a pain to shuffle at times. Sometimes thinner cards are better, easier to shuffle, but never mind. Okay, so let's see, what do we need to know for today? The 21st of March 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, support, advice and guidance can you give us and give to the collective to help us to navigate today's energies? Oops, we've got a card turn over. Oh, yeah, carrying on from yesterday. Oh yeah, I forgot yesterday. I remember when I'd finished the video, I was looking at the spread and realised that I didn't go into the Nine of Cups, the emotional wish card. So apologies for that. I just get so caught up in the reading and things that sort of don't see. But I did mention it right at the beginning and said, "Oh look, we've got the emotional wish card" or something like that. But you know, I didn't actually go into it. But I think sort of it's one of those cards that speaks for itself, doesn't it? With the lovely energies yesterday as well. Lovely love energies. In fact, all weekend we had a bit of that, didn't we? From sort of before the new moon, no, the full moon. Sorry, full moon, new moon. Before the full moon last week. So yeah, and it feels like that is just continuing on today, and we're seeing the results of it with the ever unfolding rose. So let's see where we are today. So we've got the Two of Wands, we have the High Priestess, we have Strength, we have the Empress, we have the Devil, we have the Fool, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, because Temperance fell out up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards. 7, because we've got the Sun and the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I think we're in the territories of spiritual big jobs here. So buckle in and let's see what the cards say. It's actually quite nice reading. It's all sort of quite positive. Just okay. Well, I can just see one little spanner in the works. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with these two first today that jumped out. Okay, so the two cards that jumped out, the Ace of Swords jumped out first of all, and then Temperance jumped out afterwards. So this is about clarity. It's a gift of clarity from Spirit, from the divine. And with that clarity, then we need to keep ourselves balanced. Okay, so Temperance is a lovely card in the major arcana. About the water bearer, Aquarius, and normally you see a figure two chalices, one pouring water onto the land and the other one pouring water into the water. I see it again, it's usually a female figure. The elements of water and earth are feminine elements, and it's this, the whole reading really feels very feminine energy. We've got the Empress, we've got the High Priestess here. So yeah, it feels about sort of just being very balanced, being the star mother to yourself, okay, and nurturing yourself as you allow yourself to gently unfurl. We find ourselves today with the Two of Wands. Okay, so we're looking out over the horizon, seeing where we want to journey to. Where are you being called to journey to? Okay, so looking out at possibilities and opportunities and things, and just considering all the possibilities in front of us. The Moon card, which is our unconscious or subconscious mind, our intuition, our emotions. We've got the High Priestess. This is about going inside, connecting to your higher self, and channeling down the secrets of the higher self. This card is very much reminded me of yesterday's reading, and also because she's got the third eye open here. I don't know if you can see it on the card. Okay, but yeah, that visions of love and connecting up to the divine, bathing in the love of the divine and loving the divine at the same time, and just receiving messages and visions coming down through the third eye. The Mercury card, which is our mind and thinking and intellect, information, communication and self-expression. We've got the Strength card, and again, going inside, finding our core inner strength, taming the wilder parts of ourselves that are out of balance and just being in harmony within. Then we come to the Venus card, which is our values around love and money, relationships, friendships, harmony, balance, creativity and fertility, and comfort and abundance and pleasure in our lives. We've actually got the Venus card here, the Empress. So again, being feminine energies, okay, being, very in our divine feminine, nurturing ourselves. Maybe we want to take time out today with all that difficult sort of energies. It may be a day, if you can, not the whole day possibly, but even an hour here or there somewhere, maybe go journaling and contemplate these energies. It feels like the connection between the spirit realms and the physical realms is really thin, and that communication will easily come through, and we may need time to digest it. Okay, but take it into yourself and sit with it. The Sun card, which is our conscious mind, and our core identity, core vitality, inner strength, how we shine out into the world. We've got the Devil, okay, and what I'm getting with the Devil today is ego. We've got the Sun and the Strength card here, which are Leo cards, and with the solar plexus energies, where the ego sits, okay, and sometimes the ego can sort of take us down the wrong path. And it could just get us trapped in our head. We need to find the door out of our head and step away, walk away from whatever illusions and delusions are going on, whatever the ego is saying to us. Sometimes the ego can be like the critical parent sat on your shoulder, trying to stop us doing all of this. And we need to step away and release from it. Okay, so the devil can be, so it's how we bind ourselves, how we limit ourselves, how we keep ourselves small. Can be any sort of addictive behaviour or avoidance behaviour. So with the, I just said avoidance behaviour, and I was talking about the Leo cards here, the sun and the strength and the solar plexus. Avoidance, procrastination. That's what popped into my head. So maybe you're a bit like me and like good old procrastination. Watch yourself, because it may be blocking you today. It may be blocking sort of what you need to do today. Okay. If you do find yourself procrastinating, maybe turn it into a meditation or something like that. If you don't feel like doing things out in the world, then yeah, maybe use that time, do some meditation, turn it around however you can turn it around. Maybe doing some journaling, maybe going for a walk, especially in countryside and things like that. Walking meditations are great. When I had my dogs, I used to do that every day. Two big German Shepherds, they needed a lot of walking. So yeah, walking meditations were a big thing for me back then. But yeah, just really getting out of your head and coming back to your body. Okay. So that, yeah, stepping away from the ego. The next card, which is the Mars card of how we take action, our ambition, drive, will, determination, passion, purpose, desires. We've got the Fool again. The Fool came out yesterday, and it's out again today. So sort of, we are beginning, you're ready to step off the edge of the oh my God, I can't say it again. Precipice. And into a new journey. Okay, so yeah, what are you on the edge of? To begin with, is beginning of the new year, spring equinox yesterday, in the northern hemisphere, obviously, autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. So then we come to the Jupiter card, and the Jupiter position is about what's working for us at the moment. And it's like good luck, good fortune, hope, opportunity, expansiveness, truth, justice, freedom. A message comes in. Okay, the Knight of Swords message comes in, and that message could give us clarity, and it could cut away the binds from the Devil card here and free us, help to liberate us. There may still be echoes of the things we left in the old year, just reverberating, and each time they do, we just have to cut them away. And the more we do that, the more they lose their power, and eventually we find that we've transitioned into this new perspective and are no longer worried by the old limitations that used to bind us. Then we come to the Saturn card, which is what's obstructing us or limiting us today. So obstacles, limits, restrictions, responsibilities, commitments, structure, outer authority, things like that. We've got the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups jumped out yesterday. I forgot to talk about it because I got so caught up in the rest of the reading. It's now holding us back because we didn't make our emotional wishes yesterday. But the message I'm getting today from it is be careful what you wish for. Okay, don't come from an egocentric place. Okay, because when your wishes are granted, it just tends to be absolutely literally. And of my years, 35 years odd of doing magic and being in magical circles and things like that, and temple groups and things, what I learned is be very careful how you make your intentions, because the universe, in granting your wishes or your intentions, will sometimes take you very literally. So yeah, just, be careful what you wish for. That's the message today. Okay, so the cards that came out at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Sun card. Being in your element, good luck, good fortune, shining out into the world. Sort of when we've connected to the inner light and we're taking that out and sort of overcome the things that bind us and limit us, then we can shine in our own light. As we do that, we pass through the portal of the Four of Wands into celebration, into a new phase of our life, a new stage of what we're doing. And that can lead to the Ten of Pentacles, stability out in the physical world. So it could be money in the bank, it could be feeling secure in your family, it could be a secure career, it could be all of the above. But it's about firm foundations and security, and abundance, not having to worry about things. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, then please email me at the email address below this video in the description box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.